what's up, penny pinching virgin gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good, man. I don't like talking about prices a ton. I don't really care about value of cards whenever I'm personally opening stuff myself. I open the product I like. I do what I like with that stuff. A lot of people, I'm sure, feel the exact same. You like a card, you're going to throw it in the binder. It's just something you like. I mean, it's nothing crazy there. I love watching people argue about prices for a couple different reasons. It's just one of those things where, like, you can see where both sides are coming from. You can see where people have this idea. You can kind of see where, like, the card maybe probably should be based off previous experiences. A little bit easier if you've been here a little bit longer, but it's one of those things where, like, you can see where both sides are trying to talk about something, but they both just can't fucking understand why something is actually happening. It's the most hilarious shit you can sometimes watch in the entire space of Pokemon. I'm, of course, talking about r/Poke investing, my favorite pastime. A little addiction I just can't get my fingers out of. I just gotta pop in there every now and again and check something out. We got a pretty good one. It's just talking about cards. It's nothing crazy. I just love watching the arguments going on. So Twilight Masquerade, you know, a lot of people have their opinions about it. Some people say this, some people say that. Some people love the set, some people hate the set. Some people love the focus on Ogerpon. Some people absolutely hate the Pokemon Ogerpon as a whole, and I would say a good chunk of them probably didn't play the DLC. If they did, they probably would have a different take on Ogerpon herself. They probably like her a little bit more, but I digress. The topic at hand today is going to be talking about a completely different Pokemon that has nothing to do with Gen 9. No, let's talk about Greninja for a second. We got r/Poke investing. Wish could buy puts on this card overpriced much. That's a sentence that I don't know. We're looking at Greninja. This is going to be on eBay, for example, so we're not looking at TCG Player. I haven't even looked at how much it is on TCG Player. I'll probably throw it up right here. Maybe you'll be shocked, maybe you won't be. But we're looking at some sold listings. Some of them are bids, but the actual one that sold just straight up was $244, almost $245. And then you got bids for raw cards for this going up to about $290. Now, this is a post on the actual Reddit itself, and you're going through, and you're seeing people that are kind of just talking about it. There's like a huge divide where people just don't understand where these cards are going for and why some of these cards are this price. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a ton of manipulation and a ton of things that get pushed, and you can see where it comes from too. Like Pokemon nobody fucking likes, man. Like Pokemon that are coming from like Gen 9 that have no reign in popularity just yet. They have the stupid hats on. I mean, for example, Charizard himself can't even be like one of the more popular cards in the Scarlet and Violet era just this yet. It's not just yet, because like, and it's even Charizard. It has the stupid fucking hat on though, and that's what drags him down. Greninja has that stupid hat on as well, but it is fetching for these crazy prices, and this should be a good thing for a lot of people when it comes to the investment side of the Pokemon TCG. This is what you want, right? You want big, high-profile cards. That's the main complaint for Scarlet and Violet, right? Oh, the only good thing is fucking Scarlet and Violet's 151, baby. That's the only good thing that you got there, because it's got the 151. So this should be a fucking win, right? It shouldn't matter what the Pokemon. It shouldn't matter any of that bullshit, because at the end of the day, the r/Poke investing Reddit is about investing in Pokemon cards and making fucking money, right? But no, there's people that are like, the Greninja shouldn't be worth this price at all, even though uniformly they should all be basically in agreement on this being a good thing, because there's a crazy chase card for people to go for now. But there's some people that don't get it. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a dope design. $300 dope, way better looking cards out there. And this is kind of a mindset that's been floating around for Scarlet and Violet for a little bit. The actual hats of terrestrial Pokemon, people are not big fans of that stuff. They're just not. The other gimmicks have been doing way better, and people have accepted those a lot more. In Sun and Moon, you had the Z-Moves and the tag teams. Those were accepted greatly. The V-Maxes and the V-Stars, I mean, people didn't absolutely love everything about that, but they did significantly better, especially the V-Maxes for the Gigantamaxes and the Dynamax Pokemon. There were some of those that are pretty... I mean, Umbreon. The Umbreon V-Max is a Dynamax Pokemon. That's a bigger Pokemon than normal, reaching for the fucking moon. Like, everyone wants to talk about that stuff, right? LOL, it's around that much in UK for a PSA 10. I'm not sure why it's selling for that much as a raw card. Makes me wonder if these are actual real sales from people trying to make a quick flip. Bots or sellers using different accounts to artificially increase the price. So this happening could be a thing. It 100% could be, but there's a lot of different reasons why Greninja could be this price to begin with, and I hate having to defend stupid high prices in the first place, but I mean, you gotta think about it logically, and you gotta fucking think about this from both sides. Greninja is a very popular Pokemon. There's people that only watch certain aspects of the anime. They'll watch the Indigo League, they'll watch the Johto League, and then on top of that, there's some people that will only watch XY. The XY anime is fantastic, and Greninja, like especially Ash Greninja, is just it's the GOAT in that actual series right there. Greninja is an extremely popular Pokemon. It won a popularity contest in 2018-19 for extremely popular Pokemon. It fucking swept. It was the most popular Pokemon, I believe, at one point. And that is not something to take lightly. Greninja is popular, and people who don't think Greninja is popular haven't been here very long, or they're just fucking lying to themselves because they can't get 151 out of their mouth. They can't get the fucking skeet of 151 out of the back of their tonsils. They can't do it. They just gotta guzzle some more of it because it's the only good thing in Scarlet and Violet. The card's really playable too. The decks people are building around it are being there's a lot of really interesting ones that exist, and the card's just seeing a lot of play in the actual competitive side. I mean, it does a ton of damage for 1 energy. It actually terastallizes into a type that's pretty meta right now. It actually slashes down a bunch of the lightning types that could be popping up, and especially lightning types that were playable, such as Miraidon or Regieleki or any of those ones. It's sweeping them guys out, and all in all, it's a good design for a lot of people. The art looks good, just people don't like the stupid hat thing. Man, the new Greninja promo is better than this. I mean, like, yeah, I like the new Greninja promo that's in there too, and if that was not a promo, it definitely probably would fetch a higher price, but that is a promo, so people can get that stuff a little bit better, so people aren't going for it. They want to give that card out so people can understand and get that card without having to fucking fight people for it or anything. It's pretty sweet, but everyone owning it takes away the appeal from collectors who think Greninja is the Scarlet and Violet Moonbryon. If you're one of those people that think Greninja is the Scarlet and Violet Moonbryon, the Umbreon VMAX, excuse me, then I'm sorry, that is a crazy take to have at this point. Could it be one of the top cards of Scarlet and Violet? That's possible, but I don't even think like we have seen the Moonbryon to come out yet. I think Umbreon could still be the Umbreon VMAX of fucking Scarlet and Violet. There could be a ton of Pokemon that could do that. We still haven't, there's so many sets that still have to come out in Scarlet and Violet. We're only halfway through the entire run of Scarlet and Violet. There is a lot to go, and to make that claim immediately, I mean, I like Greninja. Greninja's popular, man, but I don't know if it's that fucking popular. I don't know if it's going to be like the card of Scarlet and Violet, especially considering we have 6 more main sets, plus like 2 or 3 special sets still come out in English side. Now, who knows how many in Japanese? Probably like fucking 15, 16, 17 sets still. That is a crazy take to have, and if you truly believe that, best of luck to you. I hope it pays off for you, I suppose, but I don't know, man. That's a pretty fucking crazy take considering the news that we've got coming up. I mean, a Team Rocket set's coming out soon. Ugh. Crazy. I've seen so many people with this attitude lately. I don't understand being mad about a card having value. It only has the value because people want it. The market is completely demand driven. So you're really just mad that people like/want the card. Yeah, but there is certain reasons why people like or want the card, and some of them are not legitimate, and there are some nefarious things that do happen with card prices. This is not one of those cases in my personal opinion. I do think it's probably a little bit higher than it fucking should be, but Greninja, a very playable deck format right now, a very viable card to be put in decks, as well as a very popular Pokemon fetching that price. I mean, it's not unheard of. I do think the hat thing has it going like, it probably shouldn't be that high because people hate the terrestrial shit. But once again, people will just follow the money. They will do whatever. If it came out that like all the terrestrial ones were just like 400, 500 bucks, people would completely throw that opinion away and they would chase all of them. They'd chase the Garchomp, they would chase the fucking Charizard, and they would chase the Greninja even fucking more than they already do. This forum hates anything Scarlet and Violet era besides 151, and they can't comprehend others seeing the awesome art or value. That is very true, and I have noticed that, especially with that. Like, there is literally this kind of unspoken thing. I mean, it's not unspoken, like, I mean, like, the YouTubers basically don't say it. They don't want to lose the views on them opening that Scarlet and Violet product. They won't outright say it sucks, minus Cool Trainer Ryan, but you can see the disdain a lot of people have opening that shit up currently, as opposed to going back to Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon. There is literally people that will open up everything Scarlet and Violet and be like, mid. Oh, but look, 151, the best set ever. Ooh, I love Charizard and Blastoise so much. I love them so much. I hope they fucking come all over my face. There's literally people that will not acknowledge anything else when it comes to Pokemon other than 151 in the Scarlet and Violet era. And it's ridiculous because there's a lot of great cards that have come out. We're in the best time for art. We're in the best time for fucking affordability and overall accessibility of Pokemon cards. Like, you don't have to fucking fight people anymore to actually get cards. And people are just mad about that stuff. It's crazy that people can't wrap their heads around Greninja, a very popular Pokemon and a very playable Pokemon, just fetching. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. It's more funny to me that they're just eating their own. They're just fucking going in there. The investors like, no, it shouldn't be this much. Oh, it should be this much. Oh, no, it shouldn't. Yes, it should. When in all actuality, their whole forum is about making goddamn money. They should all be happy about it. That's all I got. Appreciate it, Virgin. See you later. There's definitely some nefarious shit that happens with cards, and this one, in my opinion, is a little high, but like, if it was going to be any card from the set, it was going to be this one. People don't even like Perrin and Carmine that goddamn much. Trainers, people don't like them as much as they say they do. If you're talking to someone who likes full art trainers, 80% of them don't do that shit at all. So I got appreciate it, Virgin. See you later. Yeah, old Greninja. People would get that over any trainer any day. I know. I've seen